Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing Survival World episode 13. Today's video is going to be about, today I want to do some things like mine sand because I want to make concrete. The reason why I want to make concrete is at first I was going to make, I'm kind of keeping this sort of a secret by now, but I just kind of wanted to say this, I am building a crafting table for my storage room, and I thought that wool would work because I already know how to do this. Well, that's really strange. All of a sudden it says, hey look, there's a new boat you can make. Yes, okay. So we're gonna kill squids to make the black wool for a crafting table. Why do I need this? It's because I think it's kind of important. Well, not kind of. I think it is important to have the dye rather than having the wool. Well, anyway, I just kind of wanted to explain that quickly because I think wool. I think they just make concrete so much better. And the downside to this means wool's not as interesting. So any builds you had with wool are permanently stupid. Like, that's just how it is. You may not even know what concrete is, and it's a block that makes gravel useful, because, you know, that was one of those things that it had no use. And being honest, it really didn't have a use. The only use it had was flint steel. You could argue, but even then, you could have just found a piece of flint. You could have made fire some other way. I know it's probably like, whoa, duh. Flint is really useful, and that makes gravel useful. So what are you trying to argue against? Well, that's not what I'm trying to argue against. I'm not saying that, oh, flint is absolutely useless. I'm saying gravel is the one. Because I believe you can actually find flint pretty much anywhere that in a dungeon or something, possibly. You know what, I'm not sure, but it just feels like, flint, it has its own use, but it's not useful enough. Well, anyway, my goal right here was to just look at the achievements. So, adventure. Ooh. What a duel. Oh, I know I'm not talking. Like, I know you might be noticing that during videos. Like, I just pause and not say anything. You're like, oh, what are you doing? But that's something. Okay, so that one's done. I'm just kind of trying to get through everything, and I'm not trying to make it sounds like, oh, I don't like the achievements. But I'm trying to see. I just kind of like, I don't know, looking through the achievements. But first things first, you need sand to make concrete. So right here, you put the dye and then sand and gravel. So I'm going to be working on getting some sand quickly. First, I wanted to start doing the anvil because that is the second thing that you might be questioning, like, what are you doing? But yeah, and so I'm just gonna collect some concrete, but I'm not gonna build it. I'm just gonna gather. No, actually, should I build it? I'm not sure. I know it's kind of like, well, you should be sure, you know. But I'm not really sure because of two reasons. Number one, I don't want to store. I know it makes a lot. Like, I think it makes 8 per thing you make. So, like, every time you craft it, it makes 8 of those blocks. So that means getting a stack of concrete powder is very easy. So that just means it's in general easier to collect, and I don't want my inventory full because it's already starting to fill up. And I don't want to make a chest because then I would have to move it. It's a bunch of processes I don't want to do. So pretty much I'm trying to avoid it at all costs. And yeah. But I do feel like in this update, concrete was made to pretty much, like, it just made wool seem more usefulness. Like, you look at wool now and you think, oh, I should have used concrete for this, not wool. And this is one thing that's weird. It's like, there's an update and there's a new block. You kind of wish you had the new block in your build instead of the old one. Now, sometimes it's not true. Like, oh, you see that villager over there? I made a statue of the villager, and it looks amazing with wool, and concrete it looks uglier. Okay, some cases, yeah, but there's very few that actually think concrete is, like, not better than wool. I just kind of wanted to point that out. And concrete's also a, it's really hard to make, and I think that's what makes it so cool. Part of it is that you actually have to craft something, but it's not easy to make. Because, for example, before, wool was not too hard to obtain. You just had, the hard part was really the dyes. At first, you're probably like, wow, what is he saying here? Maybe. I don't know. Well, anyway, I'm just kind of trying to say, it's kind of, that's the only hard part, because the wool part in general is easy. It's like, oh, you just shear sheep. Is that hard? Not really. So this kind of made it like, so to obtain something that actually looks good, and it's not too ugly, and it's better than looking than wool, you actually have to put some effort into it, rather than just going, oh, let's just find that flower. Because although I kind of do like the old system of, oh, let's just find the flower for the dye. It's kind of annoying because, you know, it's just kind of like if you have flower forest, you have all the dyes, and it's too easy. I mean, yes, you might. I'm pretty sure most people don't even care about dyes. I know most. I'm not gonna say most, but there's a big number of people who probably don't. So I'm just gonna empty out my inventory because I feel like I have too much stuff in here that I really don't need. Like, it's just true. Kind of want to say, but that sounds wrong. So now my inventory looks so much better. I'm just gonna kind of please. Alright, so the first thing I wanted to do, though, is I want to throw another stack of cobblestone in my furnace, because I'm going to make an armor stand. Why am I going to make an armor stand? Is because I feel like, well, first of all, I don't feel like, oh yeah, I have enough iron. Yes, I do have enough iron. I know that. And here's how I know. It's because most people probably think, oh, make a full set of armor, that takes a lot of iron. But it's only 24. It would be like, only? Are you kidding me? That's a lot. But it's really, in most cases, not really. Okay, so we're going to cut down the tree because we really need wood. We're almost out. And then we're going to work on other things, like making concrete. So yeah, that's kind of what I think about concrete right now, though. I just wanted to say that again. And it's a good block, but I think they made a mistake with it. But you know, I feel like also right now Minecraft is in the stage where it's kind of like in sandbox mode. Like the developers, they say that they released it, but they're kind of testing everything out. Like, what should they have in this update? Because really, who knows? But that's true for any game. Like, you could argue, by the way, I'm just gonna collect some gravel. It's not wrong, because I hate gravel. No. Alright, so, yeah, it does sound wrong, but anyway, I just kind of wanted to say, yeah, it feels like, all games that get updates are kind of like in sandbox mode. Like, they're testing out how users and people and stuff, how are they gonna enjoy it when they add something cool, new. Like, because that's kind of part of updating. But also, I think the reason why it's also sandbox is because it gives people, I don't know, it just feels right. Okay, hey, look at that. Or how much? Wait, I don't even have the black dye. Where's my... Okay. Oh, I have to remake it. I'm just gonna do this. Let's do this. Because it's kind of annoying to have to re-click the buttons millions of times. Even though that's not what I'm doing. Okay, so we're gonna put the sand away. We're gonna put the gravel back. Oh, we only have... Alright, anyway. The next step, and this is why concrete to make is very hard. Because now, what you have to do is you actually have to... let's put the gravel back. Okay. You have to place this in water. Which... it's not easy, and then you have to mine it. So if you placed it right here, it would turn back to powder. But as you can see, magic happens, and this powder itself, it's powder on top. But when you drop it, and this is like some physics that I really love because it's really cool to be able to see this powdery substance just being used and turning into a solid block. Like, that's cool. There's no block that really does it. So I just kind of want to say that it's one of those things that I love. Like, it's just so interesting. Because, like, gravel, it doesn't do this. Like, it only stays in one form and it falls. But this is like a block that actually can fall. Like, it has the physics of, like, gravity where it can fall if you place it in a high place. But then it turns to a solid block, so that makes it cool. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mine this all out. So, this is when the cool part comes in. Oops. You just mine it all out, and you get the hardened one, which is called black concrete. And bam, you actually have the actual block itself. Now, the reason why this is so hard is because if you lived in a desert and stuff, I mean, that's pretty obvious. Oh no, I have to log in for water. Oh my god. Okay. I don't want to go into that discussion because I don't want to imagine not having a water source. Oh, wait. First things first. So, I know it's going to sound a little stupid that I'm afraid of mobs. Even though, not really. But I just kind of want to light this up because I've been noticing, like, every video now. I walk past my house and then somehow there's mobs. And it's very annoying to find out there's mobs on top of your house. When really you could just solve it, but I keep being too lazy. Anyway, so concrete, it's got a lot of process, and then glazed terracotta. See, I don't know how you make, I don't know. I think you smelt this in the furnace, and then you get the color of that terracotta, and then you get glazed. And I think, I'm not gonna really want glazed terracotta. I just really want this block. So don't ask about like, oh, can I see you get this block like this. And I'm gonna work on other stuff. Like I'm gonna probably be working on flattening that out over there. But now the last step I want to do is I want to make blue beds. And I know it sounds so stupid on the outside. Blue beds? Why would anyone want to make blue beds? So, a tip here with water is you want water to enter from both sides and it will turn to the infinite source. So as you're going to see, magic happens when I do this because the whole thing will turn to source. Because water is flowing from two different directions, which means it's going to connect and make infinite source, which is amazing. Ooh, I need a pickaxe. Okay. So, that's just something interesting. And I thought I'd just mention that quickly. Ooh, okay. Okay. So, yeah, that's kind of what I'm going to be doing right now is making concrete. And then, like I was saying earlier, when they added a new update, it's kind of like, oh, well, all the old blocks are absolutely garbage. And I just kind of wanted to say this quickly is that, I if you are using right now wool for your builds on survival or creative, unless it looks amazing and you have this update, you should be using the new block, because the new block, I hate to admit this, but makes wool look so just dumb. And it's also surprising that they have not actually added concrete like way back like a long time ago, because really this block changes the game. It defies physics of gravity, but it's also cool enough that it could be used at the same time because it has a cool color. I'm just gonna make sure that zombie doesn't see me. Does he? Okay, I'm just making sure he does, because you might feel like, well, why do you want a zombie to attack you? Because, to be honest, I don't really like zombies sneaking up on me, even though that's like, well, that's dead one. Why are you complaining? Because I want to. And I'm gonna make them red. And I'm so sad because I actually have to get rid of my cool red bed. It rhymes because there's blue. Now, I'm not saying my favorite color is blue. In fact, that's not true at all. What the heck? It's like Zombie Town. No, I'm just kidding. XP. So, oh, there's a group of zombies in the distance. I'm just gonna ignore them. That's what actually everyone should do. Like, when there's a mob, you really should not focus on it, because that's, like, annoying. Anyway. Oh. Oh, I have to color the wool? Oh. Okay, this is very, very weird. And then that would change the color to sheep. Alright, let's change the color. And then shear it! Alright, so let's shear this guy. And he gave us exactly enough! Alright, anyway, I hate the annoying, like, oh, new recipes in your book, because it's just annoying because, like, it's like a middle of mining, and it's like, oh, look at this, you have a new recipe in your book. And I'm like, I already know most of the recipes, and I feel like this is a huge problem. Like, is there a way to turn this off? Also, beds look cool. Let's do this. Looks like America, yeah! Anyway, I know, you're probably like, if you're not from America, you're probably like, what the heck are you saying? America sucks. No, I'm just kidding, no, it doesn't. But maybe you think that it does because you don't live there. But I just kinda, I don't want to waste a red bed. That's the whole purpose of why I just did that. Because it's like, well, you know, red beds, they're cool because, yeah, they're beds. And I actually know that when you have two beds, it's kind of stupid. It's like, oh, wow. It's like, oh, but you're only going to sleep in one. So what's the point of making the other one? Well, it just looks good for decoration. That's all I think. Anyway, looks like this video is almost over. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe if you do like the video. Please like the video and leave a comment if you want to see better ones, or if you think that concrete was interesting like I did, or whatever you want to say about these videos. Hope you guys enjoyed, and goodbye.